Welcome to another episode of Speak the Truth. I am your humbly host, Earl Levons Sr. And this is an interview segment where I present to you someone I think is worthy to be interviewed. You know, my selections, and I'm happy to present my first interview to you guys. You know, because I've known this person for a long, over 30 years. I've known him for a very long time, and I'm happy. I'm so happy that at this age in our life, these are the kind of things that we're doing for our community, knowing how we came up, knowing where we came from, and you know, knowing the stereotypes, and how they would not expect you to be my first guest, and it's just, and everything that goes around this is why you're my first guest, and that's why you're my first guest. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I appreciate you for what you're doing. You know, my brethren, I appreciate you for seeing that there's a need in school literacy, you know, especially in children literacy, you know, and picking it up as something to point out and assist and step in, not only saying it or seeing it, but actually trying to contribute in it in a manner where you actually wrote 2 books, bro.
Yes.
And from there, with this the introduction, I'll let you continue the rest, bro.
Yes, well, thank you, and very, very much appreciated to have me here to highlight these books. You know, first and foremost, my name is Randy Bartlett. I'm an author / artist / lightning storm. Also, you can call me that. That's my artist name, and I'm from Dutch Quarter.
Thank you.
And St. Martin, and I'm just here to highlight my books. Them, Carrie and the Talking Bird, and Carrie, Bibi and the Lost Artifacts. You know, these books here, me and my team, the Caribbean Vibes team, we are here to promote. We are here to promote youth literacy, and as you know, in this time, a lot of the youths them are caught up in YouTube and other things, and some of them cannot read.
Reading is fundamental, yeah.
And we're trying to really get the youths them to start to read. You know, so a quick summary of the books. The Yellow Book speaks about Carrie being with her grandmother and speaking of old past folklore, and you know, certain things where she lived. We like, you know, the books are not too fantasy, they are more historical, you know. So she speaks with her grandmother, and her grandmother teaching her things about carnival and certain things. And now the Green Book now takes a different twist, whereas they meet Bat and Batley, which you can see is the twins on the cover, and Bat and Batley's mom and dad is scientists, so they go down in her mom's basement, and they see certain artifacts. One of them was a golden axe, and when they touch it, kazam, they disappear to different countries. Different countries mentioned: St. Kitts, Nevis, Anguilla, St. Martin, St. Lucia, Antigua, and Dominica.
And that's what I like about it. I like the fact that it presents different avenues of culture, and actually open up your mind so that you have other neighboring islands and sisterhoods to associate with.
Yes.
You know, and I appreciate you, Randy. I appreciate you for, like I said, recognizing that there's a need to address the literacy issue, especially in our community that we grew up in Dutch Quarter. You know, I know how bad it is there, that especially because educated people is not easy to fool. So it's by design as well. You know, so I don't, whether you believe it or not, you know, I believe it because I grew up in Dutch Quarter, and I've seen that they can do better.
Now, my vision as I'm back, because I've just returned back to the island. I was in St. Kitts, and this whole vision started in St. Kitts. I got sponsored from sponsors in St. Kitts, you know, and I gave books to the schools in St. Kitts. I happened to come back St. Martin. One more thing I'd like to say, I'd like to give a shout out to the Phillipsburg Library for buying the books, purchasing the books from me before I even returned back home. So special shout out to Miss Richardson. You know, she bought the books from me, and I'd like to give her a special shout out. Anyway, I got a lot of raves when I was back in St. Kitts, and now I'm back home. I've been here for 5 months now, and I'm looking for sponsors to help me put the books them in each student hand of the 3rd, 4th in each primary school on the island, the Dutch side of St. Martin. That's my goal. I've amplified it a little bit. Seeing that coming from nothing to something is just a vision I had, that I want to give the youths them something from someone local that they can see that they can do it too. If he can do it, they can also do it.
That's
you know?
that's why I'm happy to have you here, because that's my motive, man. I wanted people to realize that it's not what you call yourself. You could call yourself a pastor, you could call yourself a priest, you could call yourself a saint, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could call yourself a gangster.
Yeah.
And it's not what you call yourself, it's actually what you do that matters, you know, because I have some people that act better, you know, the gangster could act better than the saint, the gangster could have more integrity than the politician, you know. The gangster could have more humanitarian aids and all his foundational and integral work as far as giving back to the community than the pastor himself too.
Yes.
So what are you looking at? So what are we doing in society when we labeling people by their occupation or how they're supposed to present themselves, not based on giving them reward for their actions?
Yes.
So here you are that you write a book, bro, this is your act. You contributed, you wrote a book locally showing them that a boy from Dutch Quarter, you know, a troubled boy who was supposed to not have been able to even be educated or even competent, you know, enough, literate, you know, to write a book, has written a book, 2 books.
Yes.
And I was coming back to St. Martin to encourage that, says that reading is fundamental. Reading is the start of education.
And to add to that, there's also one more book being written, a 3rd and final installment, and this book takes off actually from St. Martin, you know, so get ready and get far for it. Also animation, like how you have Dora,
correct,
and you have other animation. The book Carrie and Bibi is also already in animation form, you know, to be also brought out to publicly and fully materialized.
And I'm looking forward to helping you with that, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, King. Definitely. You know, respect the vibe, you know. So thank you again, once again. And I'd just like to take a little time also to say that it's not just about Dutch Quarter, it have other communities too. We would like to also, you know, create that vibe where we could put youth literacy into. Because, as I say, there's a lot of youth that cannot read, and reading is very important, you know.
Yeah, man.
We're trying to create like readers are leaders.
Correct.
You know, you need to know how to read. It's very important.
I agree.
You know, so.
And I appreciate you again, Randy, for recognizing that, and not just recognizing that, but actually taking a stance and actually doing something to promote it and actually try to impact a change. We're here now, you know, with my first interviewer as my first interviewer. Because of that, I appreciate that the act of doing such a wonderful act, and I think that we need to get it out there to support, especially with school starting, back in school starting. You know, we have a 50% failing ratio. It's bad out there, you understand? What you were saying is, you know, so we really got to get behind what matters, and they could juve, you know, and they could do a heap of things. So I hope they could come together and support, you know what I'm saying, child literacy, because the statistics are there. We don't have to build a case based on it, you know what I'm saying, and the books are here, and we need to encourage them to read. How do you do that? When I was growing up, how we read? We had Archie comics, bro. We used to sit under the tree. You know, I went back to the academy. Let me remember that quick. I went back to the academy the other day there, and I went straight to the spot, bro. I went by the tree. You know what I'm saying? I sat down there and I seen David Evans be bopping in the corner there. I seen Casey, I seen you, I seen Johnny Jerry, I seen everybody, bro. I was like Nicky Cookie, Anderson Silva, I've seen everybody, bro. And my brother Angelo Levons, I was there. Jam Combs was there. I was like, wow. I looking around, I seen like it was like I never left, bro. You know.
Yes.
You know, and I appreciate y'all for that, growing up there, you know, and being a part of the community. So coming back to the community, you know what I'm saying? And of course, and we had a different bond. We grew up in Dutch Quarter.
Yes.
And giving back to this, and I appreciate you. And
one more thing too, to get in contact with the books, you can contact me on my cell phone number 580-6832, or you can contact me, email caribbeanvibes with a y, gmail.com. Or you can also contact me on Facebook, Randy Selassie /Lightning Storm. I will definitely, me and my people will definitely assist you. So I'm looking forward to your people supporting the Caribbean Vibes team. Thank you.
So yeah, so thank you, Randy, so much for coming on. Appreciate you, G.
All right, appreciate it.
Keep it up, bro. Keep it top, you know, and you got my support. Yo, this was Randy Selassie with his 2 books, guys. Local St. Martin that show you that it's possible to write books. Because literacy is important. Literacy is it. Definitely. Reading is fundamentals. Don't forget. And we're back now. You know what I'm saying? With regular updates of what happened in St. Martin, and jump right into the Up Congress. We just passed this Sunday, you know, and like I told y'all, I've been a supporter of the party since inception with TODs, you know, and of course we had some disagreements and follows because they had a culture deal, you know, that I didn't really support. And after that, Rolando Bryson came back, and last campaign I was part of his campaign team, you know, and now we're still there. So I've been asked to support, you know, his someone that supports me, and I loyal to who loyal to me, and I support him as well. And that's why I told y'all that I was still there, and I'm going to give them a chance to see what they're about first. And I'm happy I did that. I'm happy I took that step. I'm happy I went to the Up Congress because, it was very impressive. The first thing I could say about it is that when they change over the command, I call it a wash-in. What happened to at the Up Congress, they had a wash. They washed away the old habits, old ways, out, and put some things new, some new dynamics, some new forward innovative thinkers, some dynamic leaders, some hard workers in the MP Bryson, and as far as the Minister Otley, the 1 and 2 punching deputy. So and then very strong board president again with Gino Heidegger. I love you, Gino. Keep it up. I appreciate all of them, and the whole team. So once I seen that was the movement of the green machine, I say, yeah, man, I got to lock in my support from now. We hear from now because we got to start to just build this and just move to try to get the majority voice. So we got work to do. So they were able to double down on my support with the party based on what I saw, especially with the old wash. But they washed it. All the people that we got washed. I never seen so much of wash it. We appreciate you. We appreciate you giving them a plaque like book. We appreciate you, but thank you. That culture there, which means, and the culture is like as simple as, nah, I ain't like them. I ain't like he, so I ain't gonna even work with he, And even though he one of the best in this field is what he do, And it's like, nah, I ain't really feeling he, I ain't really feeling them. Or it was just so bitter and miserableness in the way they went about just dealing with people, dealing with things as far as a party or business and nah. We ain't doing that no more. So that's what I mean by the washing. So that system got out the window, and now we're going on a who you are, what you got to offer, like how it's supposed to be. Treating individuals with respect, what they have earned, not because you don't like. Nah, we ain't doing how you like or how you feel. We ain't doing it on a feeling base. So it was great to see the Up Party with a refreshing change of positive command, like stern leadership, people who have done things, and people breaking the most laws. Minister also the hardest working MP. So to see them to come together and just deliver it, and then a new board, I was like, yeah, man, we are the winning party. And so that was the Up Congress. On that, I say get a seat before the trains take off the station. Try to get a seat before the trains take off the station. I want the train full. We got left for you got to try to hop on, and if when they catch up, remember the train full, so you got to try to find a space on the train because we don't got left on the train. We don't got left for you. So catch on before we leave the station. You understand? I'm telling you, we got good leadership. What I saw Sunday, I'm fully committed. Yeah, I could back that. Yeah. I could fully back that. What I see Sunday. You understand? Based on that, I thank them again for allowing me to push forward with my gala. It's the first seniors gala on Sunday because Senior Citizens Day, and a lot of people tell me I got the wrong date. I do. That's one thing I apologize for. I don't really try to be wrong when it's so easy to find out. Because if you take your phone right now, you Google International Senior Citizens Day. Senior Citizens Day. So when you say Seniors Day, or Elderly People Day, which is October 1st, International Elderly People Day is October 1st. International Senior Citizens Day was invented in 1991 and to honor the what was going to happen to senior citizens. So, and it's on August 21st. That's the day they internationally celebrated, August 21st. So that falls on a Monday. So we decided that together with Fan Foundation that we're gonna honor them, and because we don't realize that nobody really looks at the elderly. So we decided that we're gonna take care of the kids and the elderly. And we saw the date coming, and we realized again that nobody really looks at the date coming. Like a lot of things they don't really do here. I say, man, they got a lot of foundations here. Man, they don't really do a lot of things. So we realized that they don't really do a lot of things. So we say, okay, so we're gonna do some things. It's easy, and we're gonna, as a foundation, legally foundation, look for funding and try to fund these things to push them forward. And we're happy about the response so far, so good. And it's gonna be a great gala. We got a 5-course meal coming out here, like a whoop. You know what I'm saying? Check out the menu. We got a 5-course meal, and I want to just dispel some of the rumors because what really is like we're not charging $25 for entry. You can't come at the door with a ticket and say I got $25 to buy a plate. We're not doing the buy a plate option at this moment. We're honoring our seniors, meaning that if you're 65 and over, all you gotta do is show up with an ID showing this is it. You just gotta show up with an ID showing that you're 65 years and over, or somebody can prove that you're 65 years and older. One of your caretakers can show and prove that you're one of them that already registered. We got 130 seniors coming to eat, already confirmed from combined from the senior citizens home. That's already confirmed. So if you one of those caretakers can confirm that that you're available, that you wanted them to eat. And then we're catering to about 200. So then we got about a good 50 to 70 place to play with for walk-ins. So if you over 65 years, like my godmother, I can't wait to feed my godmother. I can't wait for my godmother to come out there and party with her, and, to enjoy her, to celebrate her. You understand? So, and if you over 65, all you gotta do is show up at Hope Estate Sunday between 4 and 10, dressed in black and gold, I hope. We got a best dress contest as well. We get no prize for the best dress contest. One, who is the oldest person in India, who was the first person that come, and stuff like that, man. We're gonna make it nice for you. We got DJ Tools, and of course I'll host with my vice president. The board is gonna, we're gonna try to make it nice for you. We got some good champagne, they're non-alcoholic champagne. We got some sparkling wine, they're non-alcoholic. We got a bunch of non-alcoholic stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that when you sip it, you can't tell the difference. But it's gonna be nice. You understand? We just want to make sure that you guys feel a vibe. Remember the days when you could break a leg, literally, But yeah, when you can break a leg, and we're encouraging that. And the date we picked is International Senior Citizens Day, which falls on Monday, August 21st, but we couldn't catch that day, so we're doing it on this Sunday, August 20th, and we appreciate the support. On the next broadcast, I'll go further more into who sponsor all the name as a sponsor. I don't want to start without everybody at this moment, And it's going to be nice. So the food is going to be great. The acts are going to be nice. We're just asking the public to understand that the only thing you really require, we're not doing a buy a plate. You can't come there and tell me you buy a ticket. For real, people talking about, they buy a ticket. Tell me where you buy a ticket. So, how are you going to show up there with a ticket? Where you buy a ticket? You show up there at my gala with a ticket in your hand. That's fraud. I'm going to say, you fraud, man. You fraud me, man. Where you get a ticket from? Tell you no ticket business. You understand what I'm saying? The tickets are for the sponsors who sponsor a ticket. They get that electronically. So that's how they get one of those electronically, so they know based on how much they sponsor, they could write it down for their own tax return. That's how they know. Keep records for themselves. As far as you're concerned, coming to the tax return, please don't try that. Where you get a ticket? So where's the confusion? Where are the ticket outlets located? You tell me so I can go stop it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tell me where they're selling my ticket location so I can go stop it. Can't think no ticket selling. Think no ticket selling. So you gotta just show up and present your ID that you're 65 years of age and older, and together we will feed you a 5-course meal. We sit you down and feed you a 5-course meal. Champagne tell you can't champagne no more, non-alcoholic. We got dessert for you understand? Meat, and then we hear how you like the doggy bag. We prepared for that too. You know what I'm saying? We prepared for you to come in doggy bag, full kite again because it's an experience of a lifetime. We got music for you, we're going to decorate for you. It's going to be amazing. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that was everything covered. You have any questions or concerns, please contact us. Together We Can Foundation. .sx@gmail.com. I ain't giving out numbers. I just Barbados already as is. For real. We ain't there yet, you know what I'm saying? We ain't Red Cross. I got called Red Cross as much as you call us. I want to tell you. But Sunday is going to be nice. All right, please come out. If you're a senior, 65 years and older, that's all you got to do, show up with your ID at the door, and we will sit you, and then we'll feed you after that. Please enjoy. Come out and enjoy Senior Citizens International Senior Citizens Day, hosted by Together We Can Foundation, our first Black and Gold Gala. It's going to be nice. All right, and moving on now, next subject I want to really talk about that Sylveria Jacobs in the cabinet, how they were able to make changes, and I appreciate them for taking it serious, that they removed the curtains from the voting booth. That's a significant, to me, that's a significant move and a significant boost in the upholding of the democratic rights in the voting process. I was for that, I'm not in favor of vote by. No, I don't want money to be a factor, or come into an influence to make a decision for the highest position in my country. Nah. I ain't want somebody just be able to buy it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? As much as they walk in, I understand the combating that. So then when, even though I hurt my throat to say the name, but when Grisha. When Grisha Hardigan Martin, boy, why it hurt my throat, boy. And she said them things. When she proposed it, I was like, yeah, make less. Yeah, that's good. That's good things, you understand? Even though but even though it was she, you understand? I say it's good things. So and now to pass, it's good things still. Yeah, it's still good things. You know what I'm saying? I want to curb that corruption of the vote buying, and with that as well, I want to make sure and enforce that we have legal system. I want to make sure people do not get elected based on the money that you steal from us, the hardworking taxpayers of Samaritan. You take that and you just pay it back for a vote. You're smarter than we, no man. You're smarter than we. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want that system. I want you to earn it. I want you to work hard, like the hardest working MP, I want you to work hard, or the hardest working minister. I want you to just pick one of them and then work hard. You know what I'm saying? I want you to get the votes and pick one of them and work hard. That's what I want you to do. So yeah, I with that. Thank you very much, the CALM. I approve that the removal of the voting booth. I also support the revisiting of the laws where state that 1% to register, 1% signatures for the party to register. We need to fix that to at least 5%, 10%. Yeah, then we see the qualified 10% at least. You know what I'm saying? I with that. What else they had there? I with the cheering them. I with the the electronic voting as well. I'm with the electronic voting as well, and that allows us to have our way students to vote. But the problem with that is a lot of people write out the writing system in Holland for what cheering them. That's going to always kill us with the electronic system, unless we fix that. You know what I'm saying? We have to find a way where born nationals, but are you afraid to tackle? Are you afraid to tackle what's a national, what's a born Samaritan, what's a Samaritan? Are you afraid to tackle them kind of questions? So without them kind of questions, then you can move on to making laws for who could vote. You know what I'm saying? The voting while you write out and fix that, and that's what we need to fix first, or else the electronic system going to only work for those and it will miss the cheering them who in school that and you say all that too. Yeah, so all that I appreciate, man, and yeah, we for that. I for all of that. I support all of that. But I'm more so happy that you guys were doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy I working all of that. Because I ain't hearing nothing about the voting. I ain't hearing nothing about what's going on with the days them. You know what I'm saying? Man, okay, that's okay. I see how you working. I see so I get this. I got a break for now. I see how I was working. You come back and give me some good news. So I give you a break. You understand? I give you a break off your neck. You know what I'm saying? Let me lay up. You were working. I see. Just come back on a date now. You ain't give me a date yet, but next one you gotta come and give me a date. You need to know the date themselves. You know. So thanks a lot for the CALM. I want to really congratulate y'all because those were so significant. Y'all really didn't play with me, and I appreciate that. You didn't play with the country. You didn't play the country with that, and I appreciate that because I support all that you're doing. And yeah, let's continue to do that and push the country forward. That's forward. You know, not for one, not for a set of people, but for everybody. And that's the democratic right. You know, it removes that. You remove those kind of advantages out of the way, which is taking my tax money you steal from me. You're gonna rob and corrupt in the ministries and pay me back. And for my vote, we want that. I want that. I want you being able to do that. We gotta take that out complete. Yeah, we gotta take that out complete. That's the advantage. Yes, I want you got advantage. We gotta take that out complete. Yes, you gotta earn it. Come to work. We put you there to work. on your money. Don't steal it. Yes, on your money. Come to work hard. We're gonna put you back. That's why they're with our party now, and I'm gonna try to put them back. And I hope I get on the train before the train leaves the station. And we just do that, you know. We just do that. As for the rest of it, and I want to close with right now I'm going through a little turmoil with my business partner. And I just want to touch on it, you know. I don't want nobody to feel no way. Cause I ain't no feeling no way. You know? It's nothing violent. It's nothing violent. You know, I still got nothing but mad love for Pete. So I'm a boy, but it's personal. You know? He just stopped working for IMC Martin. He stopped working, which in turn he stopped working for me. He went to work for everybody else. He went to work for Iron Studio. Now he's working for the Daily Herald. You know, and he just refuses to continue and participate in the work for IMC Martin Media. So I want to be freed. I want to be free with IMC Media to push forward and find some other people with like minds who want to work for IMC Martin Media. Only push IMC Martin Media and push us forward with our productions. You know, and I'm asking him to reconsider, bro. You understand? Let's reconsider, G. Like, it's not me that don't want to work with you, man. It's you that stop working for me because, you know, the MP Bryson called me and he's a friend of ours again, and he was like, bro, I hear you and Pete breaking up. I got 10 years, and you know, I got 10 years. I said, yeah, we got 10 years of business. You know what I'm saying? Well, imagine a friendship. And I'm like, yeah, you know, what it is like Pete stopped working for me. He said, how you mean? And I'm like, bro, what? MP, you the first person to ask me that question. He said, yeah, tell me what you mean. I said, simple, let me tell you. Pete came to Soggy Sunday for basketball when I was in the end of July. He said, yeah. I said, he interviewed you, took video, interviewed everybody, took video. I said, nothing happened. Where's the video? Where's the footage? He said, oh. I said, yeah. And then Street Fighter happened the next month. That's 30 days later. Street Fighter happened the next month. He come again, interview Shirley, and take pictures. Where's the content? Where's the video? Nothing. And we say, oh man. Then MP said the same. Then MP took the safe stance. He always gonna take the safe stance. And he said, okay, Earl, I ain't getting between you two. He had to clear himself, you understand? And I appreciate him for understanding he was about to get into territory he don't want to go into, you understand? And then he said, like, yeah, I ain't getting between you two. I hope I fix it, and I hope so too. But then me stop walking. I got to walk back. I got to walk piled up. I got to walk piled up. Peter ain't working no more. I got to walk piled up, but I can't do the work. I got to find another company to do the work. Send Peter, I will do the work. Why them man meeting you want with everybody else? I got to do the work, yes. But what I can't take no more is he telling me he going to work for me. And he going to do the work. He come and take the B-roll and ain't do the work. I can't afford that no more. Because I got a voters campaign in Spanish. No, he ain't do. I have to catch him for the refund. This is what I'm talking about, the refund. I have a wise voter campaign in Spanish. The man got to be rolled. I can't get it yet. No, you know, and so long the wise voter campaign long, and you know how long we was waiting to do that, to finish it. You know, like he got to be rolled on that. The man, as the man pay me his money, I got to pay Pete the money. You know what I'm saying? That's always the business go. So I don't understand how he could get to this or how anybody around, but I understand. And I just hope I could, bro. I'm not the devil. I want to eat too, G. I want to push the business forward. We have Rediscover St. Martin season 2, season 3, and season 4, which is Villa Lifestyle to do. You understand me? We got the St. Martin Music Pulse to do, bro. We got all the cooking shows. Here I am putting my talk show out, you know, cause you, and I'm glad I found other ways to get it out. I just out about you. I waiting on you to get the segment changeovers and the music line, bro. Like I was waiting on you. I'd never launch my show, Pete. So I'm trying to do things, and I'm just tired of you saying you're doing things, and when you come take my B-roll, it's like you sabotage me, like you turn across. I'm serious with what I'm saying about this, and it took me a long time, you know. And when you refunded me my money is when I should have stopped and accepted that. Nobody refunds money. You know what I'm saying? Nobody refunds somebody no money. Either we say, okay, we're going to fix that, we're going to go get. Nobody, no businessman really when you give me my money, I should have stopped. But then after I still kept you. I said, you know, you want to come around, you want car. The difference is, Pete, I would work with you anytime. You're the best. I'm your biggest fan. I'm also your biggest fan. I'm not afraid to say that on camera. You know, I enjoy watching. One of my greatest aspects of being the executive producer is watching B-roll. You know what I'm saying? Watching you put your stuff together, you know? Watch you put your stuff together. That's one of my favorite times. So I just urge y'all to let us walk through it. I am St. Martin Mirrors, you know, we can't move. I started using it already, so he can't stop me. He gave me permission for this already. I was 2 episodes done. That's why I launched. So I'm gonna continue moving it. You know what I'm saying? And I just want that he could come around and realize what I'm saying to be the truth. That's all I want, is to continue to move all the rest of our concepts forward, not just this. You know what I'm saying? But all the rest of our concepts that I just mentioned that I am St. Martin Media is going to produce forward. We're ready. I've been ready. I had to wait on Pete. I had to wait. You know how long I wait on you, Pete? And now you want to tell me you still didn't want to come through and still didn't want to work and you still want to hold the brand up. I ain't doing that. So please reconsider for the rest of the people around us. You know what I'm saying? For the rest of the people come around us, let's try to resolve this academically. But for my progress, let's try to resolve this in a timely manner, Pete. Anytime you want to conversate and talk about a business and topic, I'm down for that. So thank you for episode 3. Yeah, speak the truth, episode 3. Let's keep it going.